exactly. I have one more question for you before we wrap things up, and it's something that I see with my clients a lot, around clinging to the past, holding on to things that don't serve them, potentially don't help them reach the next goals or where they're going or where they're chasing. Do you have any thoughts or ideas around this, or for someone who is struggling to potentially let go of a relationship, a job, like a career, or something that's keeping them stuck? What do they do?
Yeah, I suppose the first thing is like get the awareness of what is it that I actually want. What specifically do I want? And I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about what do you want to experience? Do you want to experience, self-mastery? Do you want to experience inner peace? Do you want to experience fun, excitement, all those sorts of things? Have some form of a canvas of what it is that you want. And then you've got to ask yourself the question, well, what's holding me back from getting it? And if it's in the past, that's cool, but your power is in your past. A lot of people talk about the power of now. Yeah, but you're forgetting about the power of the past. Because the power of the past has got all those moments that your so-called limitations are in and locked up in. Now, if you know by, hypnosis, timeline therapy, NLP, the tools, the 50 million different ways you can do it, if you know how to go back into your past in your own mind and unlock that, then where is the power? It's in your past, right? So if anyone is out there now thinking about things from the past that are holding you back or challenging or whatever it might be, ask yourself the question, what is it that I need to learn, let go of, love, integrate, or accept in order for this to be blank, in order for this to, disappear, in order for me to feel great about it, in order for me to move forward within my life. And, maybe you're going to have to go back and listen to that little snippet, but that's the $1 billion question, I truly believe. What do you need to learn, love, let go of, integrate, accept, whatever it might be? There's going to be something there, and as soon as you get that thing, whatever that bit of information is, then the problem will disappear.
I love that.
Yeah. It honestly is probably one of the most powerful things that I know. People say, hey, you got 30 seconds. What do you do? Remember this bit of word. Because anytime everything is going to, not the way that you want it to go, you ask yourself the question, okay, cool. Let's stop. There's something going on here. I've got conflict in my values, obviously, because if I didn't, I would be happy and fulfilled and I'd keep on going, doing what I'm doing, but I'm not. So if that's the case, what do I need to learn from this? And slow everything down and see things for what they are, not for what you think they are. I think that's another very valuable bit of advice.
Yeah, the potential of things is always catching us.
Yeah, well, it's like, some people say, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Is it? Is it really? Like, is that the worst thing ever? Maybe it's not the worst thing ever. And all of a sudden, already, just through that perception change, the grip on the problem has loosened. And, if we're talking about letting go, well, letting go is obviously, you've got to relax to let go. There's another very fundamental thing. If I hold this pen up right now, the only way that I can let go of this pen is if I relax my hand. And when people understand that, they're like, oh, I'm doing way too much. I need to relax more. And it's like, well, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. And I always say that there's no such thing as failure. You either win or you learn. They're the things, right? Because there's always a lesson and a gift in something.
Exactly. And life is one of the longest things that we'll ever do. But yet it goes so quick, right? 2020, rough year, absolutely zooming by, right? It's hard to keep up with everything going on. It's like, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? You're just going to sit there for, eternity and do nothing? It's like, we've got to have some form of challenge, risk, reward sort of things. Like, it's within our nature to do things. I always say to people, it's like, what else are you going to do? And they're like, oh, I don't know. It's like, well, you might as well do something. You might as well push a rock up a hill that you chose to push up the hill. I'd rather do that than push a rock up a hill that I didn't want to. Because I'd be like, this is hard.